Welcome to 10 Questions, 10 Minutes with The Real Wine Show, where we do a quick and irreverent interview with some of the most fascinating people in the wine industry.
We sit down with world-famous winemakers, importers, industry folks, collectors, and everyday consumers, providing an intimate and insightful look into wine culture.
All right.
We have quite an audience here.
It's great.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
Excellent.
Jennifer Green, welcome to The Real Wine Show. How you doing?
Couldn't be better.
Great. Well, thank you for coming in. I know you're in the middle of a big tour right now with Fond Cypres.
We sure are.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually just dipping our toe in, as someone pointed out, but it feels like we've already been touring a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how long is this trip going to be?
This trip is about 9 days total. We're about...
Yeah, that's a big trip.
It's a big
That's
trip.
a long time to be
It's a
on
big
the road.
trip.
Hustling
It's a big
and
trip.
selling, but you've been doing a great job so far,
Oh,
I'll say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad. That means a lot coming from you.
You're very generous. You're very gracious. Well, good. Let's jump into things because people want to know.
All right.
So our first question for you is print or digital?
I think people are gravitating more toward analog things these days, given that digital seemed very generous and permanent at one time. But now, maybe especially given our political climate, it feels like things can just be snatched away willy-nilly. And I think having the ability to hold something is a very comforting thing, whether it's a
interesting
print magazine or a bottle of wine. That's
an interesting insight. That's not where I was coming from with the question, but I'm glad you went there. That's kind of cool. Because I was thinking, of course, you started the magazine was a print piece when you started. You want to tell us a little bit about that quickly, or?
Yeah, of course. So I come from a very nerdy literature background.
Yeah, okay.
And,
so I was right about that the other day. Okay.
Birds of a feather.
It's been a little
while. John. But I started the magazine with the intention of it being just a word of mouth guide to wine. Minimal intervention storytelling, if you will, just hearing from the winemaker what their experience was, because it really felt like wine and the media around wine was like a game of telephone. You have the winemaker who's telling a story to the importer, who's telling a story to the distributor, who's telling a story to the sales reps, who are going out and telling a story to wine buyers, who are then telling a story to their staff, who are telling a story to the end consumer. So it really felt like a lot of steps along the way
That's the business.
The story could get distorted.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Fascinating.
Yeah.
Are you still doing it?
I am. We took a little hiatus, but we are coming back with an issue this year, actually, on the Ardèche.
So the name again? Remind me.
Glou Glou.
Glou Glou. That's right. I forgot. Okay. Well, excellent. Thank you. Our next question for you then is typicité or terroir? Or what do you say, typicality or?
Yeah. Wow.
What's the English for that? I don't know. Is there
we just steal French words.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Typicité and terroir. Where do you come down on that?
I am definitely on the terroir end of the spectrum, but I would say we really value the human element of terroir, which are the thousands of decisions, tiny decisions that winemakers make along the way in conjunction with the climate, the vintage, the geography, the topography, the cultural traditions. Everything is important, but I feel like oftentimes the winemaker's own hand is kind of removed from the equation, and for us that's equally important.
Okay. Yeah. So kind of more. Yeah, the terroir is. Okay.
Terroir, but like a humanistic view of it.
Also the work.
Also the work.
Yeah.
It's the winemaker who's bringing the terroir together.
Yeah, right.
The wine doesn't make itself.
No, yeah. That's for sure. How about cement or amphora?
Oof. When I think of, wow, I'm not prepared for this question.
Hey, I sent the questions in advance. You should be ready.
We had a pretty busy schedule.
I know.
Obviously, amphora is a very romantic notion, so I feel like I'm inclined to say amphora, but just to be contrarian, I'm going to say cement.
Okay, because you work with, is it the Fond Cypres? Do they use sandstone amphora, or where do they get that? You work with someone who uses sandstone. Is that true, or? Maybe I misread. I don't remember. I also put stories together in my head. So.
Of course. The material of the amphore que vous utilisez, c'est quoi?
Some clay.
Clay.
Clay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terracotta. Yeah.
Yeah, terracotta.
Okay.
And quite beautiful. Actually, Fond Cypres also has bar à vin, cave à vin in Carcassonne, and they have these beautiful amphora on display there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll look forward to getting there. I said the other night I was going to be there, so
Yeah.
I'll get there soon.
Yeah.
Good. How about cider or co-ferments? By which I mean grape and fruit. Or
Co-ferment because they are much easier to sell.
Or is that true?
Yeah, I mean, a cider can be a co-ferment, and as soon as you tell someone, "Oh, there's grapes in it," they're like, "Oh, great,
Sold.
it's a wine, perfect."
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
good to hear because I think it's quite an interesting thing.
It is, and I think the world of cider is very interesting because it speaks.
You sell
to-
several.
We sell several, and it speaks to the biodiversity that we should be embracing in a time of very rapid climate change.
Yeah.
And also just walking through an orchard where you have fig trees and nettles, and it looks like a secret garden where you can go just eat lunch
Yeah,
versus
super.
the typical monoculture of a vineyard.
Yeah, right.
It's just a more romantic place to be.
Fantastic. What's the hot tip for people who want to go and visit a stupendous cider producer?
Oh, well, it's time for our plug here, which
Yeah.
is you should fly to Barcelona, take the train to Girona, and go visit Cypres.
Cypres,
Yes. And he also has a bar, so you can dip your toe in the water there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you heard it here, folks. There
The
it
bar
is.
is called Sacre, Sacre.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Countryside or city?
Oof, I'm half and half there myself, so I feel like both. I'm one extreme or the other, so I did grow up in suburbia, but it is not for me. So I spend half the week in the foothills of the Catskills in upstate New York, and then the other half in the mean streets of Ridgewood. So
Okay, I don't know New York that well, but
right.
somebody will appreciate the mean streets of Ridgewood.
they're pretty nice.
Yeah, cool. This is going to be a tough one, and I'm sorry to do this because it's perhaps asking you to comment on your children, but French Pinot Noir or German Pinot Noir?
Do you think there's better value in German Pinot Noir, but there is more cultural heritage in French Pinot Noir? So German Pinot Noir is borrowing from the tradition of French Pinot Noir oftentimes.
Yeah, okay. Good. I wanted to ask because I really like some of the Holger Koch stuff. It's just, great German Pinot.
We consider them an
I was
extension.
going on the other night, Heidi, about the Weissburgunder, but I was like, it's the Pinot Noir that really sold me on those.
Amazing. We consider them an extension of Alsace. So the border for us is very fluid. It's
Yeah.
wars
This is the
and
border
governments
between
determine.
Alsace and Baden.
Yes,
yeah.
precisely.
Okay.
And the border history has proved the border to be very fluid.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the terroir is less fluid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
right.
it actually
is there.
extends
Yeah.
across an artificial border.
Yes.
So.
Okay. How are we doing for time? Good. How about, this is another weird one, but it kind of gets to, just your preferences, but schnitzel or Milanese?
Oh my God, this is the hardest one.
I know. Yeah. Well, let's see where we go. I don't want to comment. I'm not trying to lead the answer, but yeah.
I feel like I'm just going to have to not answer that and say choucroute.
Wait, I'm sorry. We have to call choucroute granny. Yeah. I don't know if you can not answer the question. I need to send
What's the
out
penalty?
I know. I need to send out a contract before we get there. But yeah, I mean, I guess they are kind of the same thing. But choucroute granny then is Alsace.
It's Alsace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which for
Do they
us
do it in
is...
Baden also, since we're talking about fluidity of...
Yeah,
Is that a cultural element in Germany?
I feel like when we plan a trip to Alsace, our German producers that we're visiting were using Alsace as a base. So we're
really?
stepping over the border into Baden, but driving back to maybe Strasbourg that night and
Oh,
having
really?
choucroute garni. So
Aren't those-
they're happening in the same day. So.
Are those the Vosges mountains that kind
Yes.
of... Are they easy to cross? I've never done it.
We don't cross them. They're just kind
Oh.
of this omnipresence.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they defined kind of the border between Alsace and Baden.
It's
Maybe not.
the river. The river.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone in the studio is giving me a jag
Yeah.
lesson right now.
We're
Sorry.
going to have to
I guess.
defer to Mike on this one.
Cool. Okay. And then to wrap things up, I guess our last question for you is, which is the most exciting wine in the Super Glou portfolio right now? And I'm not asking you like, from a consumer perspective or anything like that, but maybe it's what's most exciting to you or, I don't know. I know it's a tough one, and you've got the Fond Cypres folk are sitting right here, right in your face. I guess you better say Fond Cypres, which I would not protest because those are delicious wines.
I mean, just to kind of state the obvious, our notorious cat wine is the most popular wine we've ever sold, but also quite elusive. Like, people don't know that they have a lot of questions about the label, like whose cat is that? A lot of people don't understand the supply chain. So the fact that we have Super Glou on the front label, they're like, oh, who's Super Glou? And even if I say, oh, Heidi and I are here with Super Glou, it takes people a while to understand who we are in the supply chain. And the winemakers are here because we work with a distributor here that we chose to represent them. And we also don't live in Michigan, you know? So the fact that we're all on tour together, it takes people some time to like understand that. But then also, the cat itself is quite elusive. It's my husband's cat. His name is Lamont. And
this is a cat that's all laid out like spread eagle on the label.
Spread eagle, but people like the real cat. People have trouble recognizing as a cat. They see the cat and they're like, "Is that an otter or a seal?" I mean, he's just very voluptuous.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that is an exciting wine. It's got tremendous freshness to it. We enjoyed it down in Detroit the other night at the Little Schwitz, and. That's a special wine. And we've been selling it to at Eagle Eye, of course, and so I have a,
personal
affinity,
connection,
a personal affinity.
Personal affinity.
Yeah. So, well, that's great. Well, Jenn, thank you very much for taking the time. We're looking forward to doing another episode with you and Heidi and Fond Cypres. So our listeners can keep an eye out for that. It'll be out shortly after we drop this one.
So. Thanks for your hospitality and for all the wine that's being fed us.
Oh, yeah. We have some good wines. What are you drinking, by the way?
It was just poured in my glass by someone.
We're going to have to invite Christy to the mic to tell us what we're drinking. It's a champagne. It's champagne bubbles. So
bubbles.
Great. Well, Jenn, thank you very much.
Heidi's last name is my first name, so people just, it's a very fluid name for them as well.
Good. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the trip.
Thank you.
And hopefully it's a big success for you.
Already has been. Thank
All right.
you, Chad.
That's great. All right, take care.
Cheers.